I guess last month, because I was just like marathoning on 4th of July weekend. So I sat in it. My back felt really bad. A couple days after, like I could not even walk for a few days. I basically had to call my neighbors in to feed my cat because I couldn't even get out of bed. Like we're talking ambulance to get out of my apartment type stuff. It was not good. All right, so this one is Caravan. So this one's better. I can get a free Everjail out of this. Anyways, my back is doing much better now. I just have to be pretty diligent about stretches and stuff. So one of the things I've been doing is like every hour or two, I will just stop and take a stretch break. And that's actually been working out really well. Today's the first day in a while I was able to actually just go out and not just feel it. Like I went to the grocery store and was able to walk around without feeling it in my back and hips anymore. So that was nice. It means I'm getting a lot better. Yeah, I'm doing a lot better. Not like 100%, but close. So it was just a month of things. Also, I wasn't streaming a whole lot last month either. I had besides that and just like having to constantly take breaks for it, I had probably the busiest month of work I've had in a very long time. I think I worked 22 or 23 days straight without a day off, including like taking extra work home at night. So it was a pretty busy time all around. Oh, well, he's gonna make my life miserable, but that's fine. Oh, that's funny. My flask doesn't even heal me enough. This is the other strat. I just go down to him at level 1. And you can kind of abuse the fact that enemies don't heal in Night Rain. Perfect. So you might think that's bad that I die, but at level 1, I'm not dropping any runes. The bell does a lot more damage than my bow, and the respawn point is right outside of his arena. So what I'm actually wanting to do here is hit him a bunch, just to build my ult. Some regular hits to build Frostbite are okay. But mostly I just kind of want to die. I probably could have survived that one, though. Yeah, I've not actually been able to play Night Rain with very many people, Mage. So that's why I just do all of it solo. Anyways, you might think this is a slow kill, and it is. But we are going to get a ton of stuff out of this. And it actually does justify how slow this kill is. Now I'm okay dying again, but if I can hit him a little bit more, I'll probably get a stance break. And that'd be really nice. So I'm going to try for it. Yeah. And now it's probably not even worth the death. Although, if I die, it's fine. All right, so plenty of time on the circle here. Oh, God, these are all so bad. Sure, maybe it'll help me a little bit right now. So this is the sort of map that we wanted when I went for the stuff earlier. So we got a bunch of levels out of this, and then our weapon becomes a legendary. Technically, I can do this for initial standard attack, but the cannon is kind of slow. But, well, I need level 7 to use the cannon, too. That is one downside to this, is you get level 6, but the weapon drops are purple, so they don't work until you're level 7. And I've not really figured out sequencing to do it, unless I can get a foul foot from a church. Otherwise, there's not really a good way for me to hit 7 here on a Site of Grace early. Because what's going to happen is I'm going to get over here. The start was over here, right? Caravan. So the boss is going to be over here. And for this strat, I end up doing the field bosses up here on day 2. For this one. Yeah, that's not what I want to do. Because I don't have level 7 yet. Oh, this is Crucibles. You know, that's actually okay. Because what we'll do is we'll kill... we kill 2, sometimes 3 of them for their powers. Only the spear guys. There's 3 spear guys on the Crucible Knights. The ones with shields just take too much for me to kill. But the spears are not too bad. And they give a ton of XP. Also, 2 of them are right next to each other, which is why I say, like, you kill 2, sometimes kill 3. That earthquake is the crater exploding. Which I don't know what it does. It just happens once on the... each time, randomly. I really want this, but I'm just going to take powers. Stamina regen. All this stuff is really strong. Hey, Mudpug, thank you for the sub. I like you flexing the founder badge as well. So we can aggro this third one right here without getting the rest of them mad at us. Which is really nice. Oops. That was lucky. All right. I don't really have a good note of what I'm supposed to do after this. I know I don't want to fight any of these guys, but I also do need to check a merchant. This seems like a good time to do that. Guard break, frost. Okay, none of that's good. Is the town on this map? It is. So actually, maybe fighting down here would be good. Which tells me I'm probably not going to be back to the castle. Or if I am, I'm just going to be running past it really quickly. So I'm going to see what I can do about just cheesing this real quick. It was okay, Mudpug. I finished off my, all of the work crunch that I had to deal with. So things are almost back to normal now. Oh, he's gonna force us to come in here. We did get him. Unfortunately... Oh god, these are all horrible. Sure, we get hit and we get a power up. That's perfect for my skill level. Unfortunately, we do have to dodge a Crucible Knight in order to get this talisman. Which is kind of annoying. Actually, I think we have to dodge 2 of them. And so now we just want to go to this. I don't know if I can get this church or not. It'd be really nice if I could. But it might be too far into the fire by the time I get over there. We'll see. Hey, Vulcan. Thank you for the first. I swear, for some reason, the audio on a lot of my alerts is not going off. Oh, and I have to dodge these things. That's not good. Can I get that church or not? I think that's too greedy to go for it. I can get it on day 2. Although, so I was originally going to do field bosses up here. But the other option is I go south so I can get this town. Get an extra Wending Grace and the backpack that goes with it. Maybe get it some better talismans and weapons. Also, we do get some gravestones here. Maybe we can luck out on Sleeping Boluses. Perfect. That might be what wins us the boss. Augur, I mean. It looks like we have a little bit more time, so... Because there's nothing else to do. Oh, I don't have a mark. That's why they're hitting me. Okay. How are you doing, Vulcan? No, we'll take the heal. There's no XP bushes around here, are there? Not seeing any. Oh, cool. Hope it's a good move. Moving is annoying. I've had to do it a bunch. I hope it's going well and all that stuff. Any particular reason for needing to move? Is it like, are you getting a new job or something, or just time to get something else? Or if you don't want to say, like, yeah, that's cool too. I'm just curious. Oh, it's Gargoyle. All right. I can roll right into his axe. That's a good start. And then he tries to step on me like he is Godfrey. And he's unfortunately poison immune, which is not great for my ult. Wait, you have 6 dogs? I had no idea you had that many. I cannot dodge this guy at all. Fortunately, I can overpower him with a legendary bow. Oh wow, that is a lot of animals. I can barely handle having 1 cat. All right, we'll take the counterattacks, and then I do have 1 stone sword key, so I could go north and do this. I could go church, key, village, take the stuff down here, and then maybe I think the castle is Bellbearing Hunter, but I don't remember for sure. I really wish I could get another, like, real bow. All right, are any of these things I want to eat? Lots of loot, crab. Yeah, whatever. Doesn't hurt. Okay, and then I'm going to go over to this. And I've not actually done the field bosses down here. Well, I guess there's field boss down here, I should say. All right, so that's an abductor. I'm not going to worry about it. I have no idea how this one's going to work. Also, I'm really hoping this is not a bad one. I didn't look up this stuff on the seed, so we get to be surprised. Does this work on Crystallians to stagger them? The answer is no. I don't have a blunt weapon. So out of all the things I could have picked, I picked poorly. It's not worth the time. This is a ferocious boss, though, so let's check out what it is. All right, Deathrite Bird. I said probably have killed the thing with the battle axe, but whatever. All right, here's something that's more at my skill level. Oh, remember how I said it was at my skill level? I lied. Okay. That's fine. Everything is fine. I do want to level, but before I do, I'm gonna do the smart thing and check the vendor. You would think ranged weapon attacks is something I want, but unfortunately, on Augur, all of this stuff is useless. Hit points could be okay. Maybe if I go for another Everjail, you know what? We'll go for the Everjail, I guess. I just have nothing else to do. And we can get more runes out of it, I guess. I don't really like the Everjail strats, so I've been trying to avoid them. But we're down here right now. I buy the key right as it's closing in. Perfect. I'm just trying to do things that are a little different from what I normally am doing. Pretty disappointing that I wasn't able to do the one Everjail just because it was Crystallians and I didn't have the right weapon. But I can probably do this one. Just have to be quick about it. As long as I don't get, like, you know, Ancient Dragon or something. Or get a really bad attack sequence from these guys. I'm usually able to focus on them one at a time. Seems like this time I'm not getting to do that, though. It's fine. The fire's not moving that quick. As long as I run north, I'll be fine. Maybe I should have taken the runes. Yeah, I'm not actually using it, though. I want to, but it's too slow to use the initial standard attack stuff with. It'd be really cool if I could get it to work with this. I was hoping I could, but no such luck. So my options here are I go for the crater. I could probably take out these two in time and then demi-humans like normal. Or I could try the castle rooftop. So it's a question of, is the rooftop better than probably two other bosses? And I'm leaning towards saying no. Especially given what I'm finding about quicker ways to get out from this guy's arena. Oh god, that's bad. Of course, he just walks away and I lose the lock on. Not get the ultimate out in time. Why did he not poison? Normally he'll poison off the ult. And it doesn't really matter. I guess more powers. And then this is where I'm really needing to find a good way up. Because if I want to fight the gargoyle, I need a good way up to him, because this is the best I've found so far, and I don't think this is really, like, the way to do it. Or I just need to insist on doing gargoyle first. Because the problem is, like, I'm running the opposite direction right now. I can also just abandon gargoyle and do... I can do demi-human, wolf, and whatever the ferocious boss is over here. Which, it looks like it's non-ferocious this time, so it's probably going to be, like, Black Knife Assassin. Well, we did at least hit him with it. So that was fun. He just hit us afterwards. Ooh, Serpent Hunters are fun. But we're taking the HP. We're going to get the Grace, and then whatever the ferocious thing over here is. Oh. We're also way behind on levels. Like, way, way behind. I might have to do a little bit of post day 2 hunting this time. Yeah, it is a Black Knife Assassin. Not the thing I really want to be fighting when time is a factor, just because it jumps around so much. It is a lot slower than, like, Leonin or Tree Spirit or any of that stuff. Better than Bell-Bearing Hunter, though. Ooh, magic damage negation. We want that. Alright, so I need 145,000, I believe, to do everything here. I'm not going to have time for the gargoyle. You know what? We need to do the church after day 2, as we're collecting runes. Otherwise, I'm not going to have time to kill this demi-human. And I really need the demi-human for the Site of Grace, as well as just the runes that it's worth. Cool. 3 effects that do not help us at all on the day 3 boss. All right, we have a little bit of time. So I'm going to use this time is to clear the stuff that'll be between me and the church when the fire hits. Because I'm going to have to kill this stuff anyways for runes. And I prefer them to not pick up my runes when I die when I'm doing it. Looks like I was only able to get 2 kills anyways. We did get the other town boss, though, so I got 1 more Wending Grace out of it. So I need 10k for a Wending Grace, and then 600. What is it? 12,000 for Starlight Shard. So 24,000 for shards. 10k for a Wending Grace makes 34k. 34k. 44k when you add in Turtleneck. Although I can buy the Turtleneck on this merchant cheaper. Plus my levels. So 120,000 roughly is what we need once you include my level. I'm just trying to keep that in mind because I want to know like how much farming I'm going to have to do. I hate that his phase 2 transformation there can actually just dodge your ult. This is not a good duo. It's fine though. All right. Doesn't really help on the last boss. Doesn't really help on the last boss. Does help on the last boss. All right, so 84,000. I said I needed 120,000. Let's clear for the flask first. And whatever items I said I needed to buy off of him. Which I believe is Turtleneck and Starlight Shards. I don't think I have the mana or the runes for them right now. Unfortunately, these guys drop almost 5,000 at a time. But I am probably going to die while fighting them. The reason I'm going to die is I'm going to be in the fire too long. I'm just going to try and get as close to the safe area as I can before I die. Because I think I've been in too long here to get out alive. But we did get our level. We got most stuff I needed. What else do I need here? Yeah, we're going to die like right here. That's fine, though. We were planning for that. I can just go grab my runes, level again, run back into the safe spot. Stuff I'm going to need to buy on that other merchant is 12k for Starlight Shards, 10k for a Wind and Grace. So 22,000. And then I'll look after I get back to the safe spot and figure out the rest with my inventory. There's a chance I might want a little bit extra in case there's a physic I would rather have, like hard tier. We'll look here in just a second. Let's see. So this is our Wending Grace. This would be our Starlight Shards. So there's no room for anything else. Which would mean I could carry like an extra 10k in. So if I was at like 35, I could do... I would have choices for everything I might want. Because I think hard tier would be better than something. Not sure what. Why am I not healing? There we go. We'll just clear this camp out. The whole thing. Or close to the whole thing. Some jackass who likes to sneak up and backstab me. There he is. All right, one more kill. Also, this let me get my ultimate charged back up. So I did use it on those guys over at the church. Yeah, this works. So let's 39, just double check. Yeah, let's go in and see what happens. Need to level. All right, what am I going to buy? This first, and then it is only the bubble tier. I don't really want the bubble tier. I think I'd rather have the Starlight Shards. We also confirmed that the bell doesn't do anything, which I didn't think it would do anything on the boss, but nice to know. All right, we've got 2 more heals than I usually have for this. And yeah, so 2 more heals, an extra res. Probably less damage. Like I can't initial standard attack this guy, but you know what? Now we can say we've used the jar cannon on Augur. We got a lot of powers this time too. I'm actually gonna be curious at the end how many enemies we killed. I just wish that they weren't all like I wish you could actually tell like the regular enemies rather than the great ones that give powers how many. Oh my god, really? All right, we're going to try and make someone's day by just keeping it all equipped. I don't have a shield, right? Any shield that can block? No. Okay. So why did I use so much stamina on that? Is it percentage based on how much stamina I have? It feels like I have a ton here, and I'm using a lot more than I'm used to on this fight. Oops. Let's do a heal. And get charged up while we have a moment. Hey, Luminoth. This fight is actually worse than Bed of Chaos. Sorry, I can't watch a whole lot right now to say hi, Luminoth. I'll do it right after this fight's over. I'm about to die to this wave, so it's not gonna take all that long. I didn't see the wave hitting me, and then it's one of my biggest complaints about this fight that his attacks happen all independently of each other. Yeah, I know my limits, Nathan. I know it's like what's going to happen here. Oh. I missed the full charge by like a second. This might be the run. I'm hesitant to declare it, but it might be the run. Although we are in a very bad spot with these waves. Yeah, we're gonna die to waves here, but we do have another res, I believe. Oh my god. We are never doing this again. Also ads were on. How horrible. Alright. After beating it... Yes, it is worse than Bed of Chaos. The reason it's worse than Bed of Chaos is I already ate one of these. I'm going to be sick doing this again. I'm sorry. I picked up the bag and George ran over here thinking these are for him.